So here we are again, guys. It's that time of the month. So last night the spoilers for chapter 30 released, and now I'm here to go over it with you guys and discuss what we could possibly see in this upcoming chapter. So if you don't know what's going on, maybe you're new to the community or something like that, or maybe you genuinely don't know. That's why I'm here. But every month the official Naruto account on X, Twitter, whatever you wish to call it, they drop a sneak peek of the new Boruto chapter. Most of the time, a week before the official release comes out, they are very consistent with it. Like I said, most of the time. But to be fair, this month they was on time. So if you haven't already, go follow them on Twitter so you can see it when it releases as well. Also drop a like on the channel, it helps out our engagement a lot, and it also increases the reach of our community. I really appreciate it. But without further ado, let's get into the sneak peek. So the sneak peek for this month just proves that this chapter is going to be very similar to last chapter. And what I mean by that is very action-packed. And I'm pretty sure everyone expected it, just because of how things were left off from the chapter prior. So let me show you guys. Here in this panel you can see Himawari launching a Bijuu bomb at the Mamushi bodies. And from the looks of it, it looks like this was relatively early in the chapter too. So leaving off from last chapter, Himawari and Team 10 were dominating Mamushi, and it looked like they were well on their way to clearing the area. But based on this panel, we may have spoke a little too soon. So Himawari is using this Bijuu bomb to of course destroy the Mamushi clones in front of them. She understands that in order to get rid of them for good, they must be taken out simultaneously, and their eyes must be destroyed so they can't reclone themselves. But the way Himawari is going about this is, it's kind of crazy. Before I even started writing this video, I went to my Discord and also social media. If you guys want to be in my sub Discord to be able to read all the chapters early and just discuss Boruto, I'm gonna leave the link to that Discord down below in the description, so make sure you guys join up today. I'll have it open for the next 24 hours or so make sure you guys hop on that. But I went to my Discord and social media to see what everyone thought about Himawari doing this in the village, and pretty much most people were thinking the same thing. A literal Bijuu bomb is probably unnecessary to use in the middle of the village, because launching one of these will definitely cause collateral damage. We've seen from when Jura launched his Bijuu bomb, the explosion was pretty massive. Even if it hits its target, the damage that the surrounding area will undergo will be irreversible. So is this the way to go? I don't know, especially since there are like near 50 clones in the village at the current time. So if what Inojin said was true, then these Mamushi should be pretty weak enough for them to be able to dispose of them pretty swiftly without resulting to such tactics such as a Bijuu bomb. So I'm thinking something happened here to where Himawari needed to do this. And we can kind of tell based off their reaction to still seeing these clones, even after they thought they had disposed of them. So I did try translating this page myself. I'm no expert. I only tried to do it because there were very few words on the page, but what you see on the screen right here is probably a panel from a more experienced translator I found later on or something. But from what I could tell, Shikamaru is saying that it's not over yet, and then Himawari is responding to him by saying move or watch out, so she can of course blow them away with the Bijuu bomb. But like I said, for Himawari to result to that, there must be a sense of extreme urgency somehow. So maybe Mamushi put them in a situation where she would need to destroy him, and fast. And Himawari feels that this Bijuu bomb is the most effective way to do it. What I'm also thinking is that maybe Himawari found a way to better control her Bijuu bomb's power and radius. Remember when she was training with Kurama back in chapter 25? From what was shown to us, it seems like he was trying to get her to better control her chakra. And he said, and I quote, accomplish it all through chakra control. Better control than your average shinobi. For what she can accomplish through this training will be unlike anything we ever seen a normal shinobi be able to do. And I think this Bijuu bomb right here might be a result of this training. So let me explain real quick. Himawari well enough understands she can't just out and launch a full out blast in the middle of a busy intersection of Konoha like this, especially with people around. It just won't do. So this attack must be a more controlled Bijuu bomb. That's what I'm thinking. Remember what Kurama said about Himawari. He said she is human, but yet, if anything, she's more similar to him and Jura. Just off that fact alone, she's probably able to do things that surpass a Jinchuriki of any tailed beast. So an example of what this looks like is simply Jura's extreme control over his Bijuu bombs. He can even suppress it so much it appears to look like a laser. And by Jura changing the shape of this Bijuu bomb to more of a laser, its range increased as well as the accuracy and speed it looks like. So by changing the potency and intensity of the Bijuu bomb, it also changed the properties of it as well. It's not crazy to say that Himawari has this level of control over her power now as well. That was the purpose of this training, to gain full control over all her immense power. And once she masters this fully, she will be able to surpass Naruto easily. So that's what I really think. This panel is going to show us a new version of Himawari's Bijuu bomb, something similar to Jura's Bijuu laser, which will show off just how much training she endured over the last few weeks. So besides this panel, there's also something else I wish to speak about, and that's the potential impact Boruto could have on Himawari this chapter. So for the first time literally ever, Boruto and Himawari are going to fight side by side, because by Shikamaru's words, he wants Boruto to link up with Team 10, but after he herds up the clones from the southwest direction and brings them to Team 10 in the east, it's there they might just exterminate them all at the same time. Now thinking about it, maybe this is why Shikamaru wants Boruto to gather up all these clones, so Himawari can use the Bijuu bombs to destroy them all at the same time or something in that realm of possibility. But anyway, back to this potential team up. When Boruto joins up with Team 10, there's a high chance that him and Himawari get a chance to have a conversation about the Nine Tails and possibly discuss even more important matters like the whereabouts of Naruto and Hinata. Well, maybe not the exact whereabouts, but at least informing her that neither of them are dead. Throughout the duration of TBV Vortex, Boruto and Himawari have not interacted yet, and that has to change soon, because Himawari is actually a very intelligent and analytical character. Despite everyone against Boruto for unaliving Naruto and I guess going rogue from the village, she knows that there is no way everything is just fine. Something is going on because there's no way Boruto, who she of course thinks is Kawaki, would just harm Naruto. He simply loves him too much for that. And she also knows that Naruto is still alive. Well, I'm pretty sure she's not 100% sure, but that's what she believes now because of what she said back in the first chapter of TBV Vortex. So that's why I think it's so important for them to interact soon. Boruto has to understand that his sister is more immune to omnipotence than he thinks. And not because of Ada subconsciously excluding her like Sarada and Sumire, but more because she's willing to listen to the truth. She's not blinded by hatred for Boruto like Mitsuki was, or even the rest of his peers around Konoha. So yeah, I just think it's interesting how Himawari thinks about this whole situation. And based off that, I think she will have a really prominent role in the story soon enough. So come chapter 30, that's one of the things I'm mostly excited to see. Boruto and Himawari versus Mamushi. So overall, chapter 30 is just looking like the continuation from chapter 29. Boruto and Kawaki are heading to their next location to fight, as well as Konohamaru and Mitsuki joining back into action. The only new thing we'll most likely see in this next chapter is Sarada's group start exterminating these clones. And when I say Sarada's group, I'm talking about Team 7, which includes Konohamaru and Mitsuki, maybe even Kawaki. Now that I'm thinking about it, what are the chances we see a Team 7 reunion in this arc? We know it's gonna happen soon. I feel like that's something Ikimoto would love to surprise us with, but it's all about the timing. I personally wouldn't mind seeing Delta more in this arc too. And not because we haven't seen her in action in a long time, but also because I feel like they can utilize her more in these battles. Delta is low-key broken because of her destructive eye beams, which prevent regeneration. It would probably one-shot the Mamushi clones if it hits properly where it destroys their head, which would of course prevent that clone from multiplying. So if there's any time for her to jump into action, it'll be soon for sure. The last thing I'm pretty confident everyone knows we're gonna see is Shikamaru's interrogation. And that right there is so important because essentially it's gonna determine the flow of the story from here on out. Believe it or not, but Shikamaru is one of the most important characters to the plot of the story. He works alongside Kashin Koji to really push the narrative forward. He's the reason this whole operation was able to be set up. Without him, this doesn't happen. And we have way more chaos in Konoha due to guys not knowing how to deal with Mamushi's abilities. Of course he can use Boruto as a communicator, but it won't be as effective and it would probably take more time. Time that they do not have. So it's probably for the best that Shikamaru took on this role. And without him, it just makes things 10 times harder. So for the future of Konoha, and the planet, Shikamaru better keep his job as Hokage. And I think in this upcoming chapter, Kashin Koji is going to do everything he can to keep that position safe. So that's really it. So far, we can confirm we'll see more of Himawari this chapter, and of course more Boruto, as well as Shikamaru. And this chapter is going to be way more intense and important than last chapter. I can tell you that right now. So let me know what you guys are most excited to see in this upcoming chapter. Let me know what you guys think of this sneak peek, and what does it mean for chapter 30. Once the full spoilers drop, I will be going live on the channel to review the entire chapter with you guys. It can drop at a pretty random time, sometimes even 4 AM Eastern Standard Time. So it's important to have those post noties on so you get notified when I actually do go live. But if you want to be a part of that, because I do think the streams are mostly fun and we always have a great time, I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to do. Go ahead and like the video, comment, subscribe, and like I said, hit that post noti bell so you know whenever I upload or go live for chapter spoilers. And until my next one, I'll see you boys and girls later. And I'm out. Peace.